Amazon spokesman Neil Werner is projecting the biggest sales in his...
Hello, friends. Welcome to User Friendly, the show that stars me, Roberto Hoyos.
And me, Irfan Elijah.
And why are we here?
We're going to be talking about technology that we love, like the Samsung Apex.
Yeah.
All things that
Are
meek and
Our favorite stuff
on the web, of course.
And we're in this location.
We mixed it up because it's episode 100. So we're like, what can we do that's very cool? And after much deliberation, we moved from my couch to my table in the kitchen. Enjoy episode 100.
We were going to do something else, but I mean,
yeah,
that would be very uncharacteristically user-friendly to put that much effort.
To put any more effort than this into the segment.
No, we do have something.
That's true. Oh, that's a giant beer, dude.
Oh, yeah. Cheers.
Is that like a triple? Holy moly.
It was really cheap.
How many ounces is that?
I think it's a 2-liter.
Does it say? It's probably a milliliters.
It's a pint.
Wow. That's only a pint?
Yeah.
No.
That's what it says.
That's got to be like 8 pints.
Okay, let's get to the good stuff.
We got a little special treat for you guys.
For us.
Well, it's mostly for us.
Well, happy 100.
Happy 100 to you.
It's been a long haul.
Oh, your hand's so cold.
Last episode.
And we got ourselves, we're going out with a cupcake. See you effers later.
Yeah. Good one.
So, let me go ahead and light this bad boy.
I'm going to take the mint out.
You can have the mints. It's like the sword and the stone, though.
That's going to, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
But look at that. The UF colors and everything.
Yeah, it's true. Can you guys see this? Bad boy. You can't even see this.
Oh,
look at this giant cupcake. Look at my face.
Hold it out here. I'll hold it, you light it.
It's as big as my face. There, see?
All right, here.
All right.
Here we go.
I was going to say
user-friendly to us. Oh, come on.
Dude. There we go. Happy user-friendly to us. Happy user-friendly to us and all of our listeners, watchers. Happy user-friendly to us. Woo! You want to blow out one of the candles?
Sure.
But only blow out. Don't do both.
Ah!
This is where we go.
That was my targeted blow.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Dude, that's cool. Let's cut this bad boy up because I actually want some of this guy.
Yeah, me too.
Booyah!
I have my Andes mint.
So this is my kitchen. Well, my dining table.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys like this, I mean, I know it's a pretty drastic change. We can maybe mix things up more often, come in here.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do one from my shower. I have a lot of other rooms in my house.
We just go to different places and we're like, this is your study. It's a library.
I have like a full-on library. They discovered that I live in like this $4 million mansion. I have like maids and butlers walking around. Dude, this is a lot of cupcake. I don't know.
That was wise to go with the small, or go with a rather large 2-person cupcake.
Yeah.
Then get a huge.
Oh,
wow, that looks good.
Look at that.
It's like a hostess.
It looks like a
mint
giant
cupcake.
Yeah, it's like a giant hostess. Oh, it's so moist and succulent.
I thought it was like a day old.
It probably is a day old.
Well,
It was, by the way, it was on sale.
It's like on clearance for $1.
So I expect violent explosive diarrhea to kick in before the show is finished.
Before the show.
I'll make sure that we record that.
Well,
What is that goo on the bottom? I don't know what that is.
that's part of the Apex, actually.
Oh, that's not food. That's not food.
That's like a dollop of baker's chocolate that you just ate.
Delicious.
All right.
Cheers.
Clink.
Do you have any napkins over here?
So, man, did you ever think we'd make it this far?
If I had stopped to think about it, probably not.
We never really stopped to think about
We don't
anything.
stop to think about most things. We just act on impulse, as many of you know.
Mm-hmm.
And usually it works out perfectly. because
the
we're the
people are still
entertainment
watching,
types.
I think.
Yeah, hopefully you guys are still watching while I take this first bite. And thank you to all of you who have been watching. I know, dude, that's good.
We're gonna be like chocolate in the grill. Thank you.
You want one of these?
Thank you.
It's like the same color as our
cake.
cupcake. Thank you to all of you who have watched and listened. I know there's people that have been watching since the very beginning.
Yeah.
And there's
Which
probably
is crazy.
people,
How did they find it? Must have been like our friends.
our friends or people through Cultcast or
yeah.
maybe people that follow you on Twitter. I don't know.
Watch your dog. She just licked my thumb. There's nothing on it though.
Okay.
So.
Oh.
We don't want your dog to go into shock.
That's a good dollar cupcake. And so thank you to all of you that have listened and watched, especially to those that have listened and watched to both this and the Cultcast, who have suffered through 200 hours of me talking to either Roberto or Leander Caney.
People that don't talk back.
Or to Buster and Alex. You poor SOBs, thank you. We do have a regular show scheduled.
Yeah.
So
today was or not today, but this week was pretty decent as far as
new stuff.
Yeah.
It's been so slow, but you know, I actually really like when it's slow because it gives us an opportunity to do things that we just never would normally do, at least on the Cultcast. This show we get to do whatever we want, which is great.
It's great.
It's always whatever we want to do.
We make fun of so many people that never hear it.
I think sometimes they probably do.
That's actually kind of one of my favorite podcasts. They're so unknown that they could just talk crap about anyone.
But they can talk crap about everybody.
But not in more of a just like we're brutally honest type of a way, you know. So. I don't know. I kind of like it because I feel like a lot of times with podcasts, you feel like you're sort of intimately like listening to that person, you know. So it's cool when it's not super popular because then they have to get really political, like really PC.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I do. I do know what you mean. I'm like oh, yeah. I'm like, oh, you don't like that thing? I think it's great. Yeah. Everything's great.
Everything's awesome.
Everything's awesome. Everything everyone does is awesome.
Yeah.
This on the show, we can tell the brutal and honest truth.
God, you down that thing.
It's good. You're the same. I just flipped mine over, so it looks like I'm eating it faster.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna eat this whole thing.
Okay. Well.
Anyway, let's start with Instagram.
Sure.
Because Instagram has some news, and I've been seeing little rumblings on the internet.
Can you record my screen?
Sure.
Okay. You have your phone?
I do.
Good.
Have it
Yeah.
right here.
Instagram. Oh, start with a picture you'll like.
I do like that. Let's see here.
So yeah, Instagram just pushed out an update. Sometime this week. And so like, if you're watching this in the future, it's in December.
Bonus cat.
Like first week of December.
Mm-hmm.
Second week, sorry. But anyway, they pushed out this update, and basically what it added was a little bit of some UI, but very subtle UI changes. But then the big thing is this new thing called messages.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically now you can take a photo. So let's say I take one of my cupcake. Can you see this?
I can indeed, sir.
So
that looks like a wonderful Instagram picture.
Perfect Instagram, right?
It is.
But
it looks like a turd. It's perfect.
I think it's better if I just sent it to somebody rather than posting it on.
You wouldn't want everyone to see that. That's true.
So you get final filter approval.
Let's go with the one just before that.
All
Perfect.
right.
That makes it look even grosser. Just the right amount of gross.
So now you have this thing at the top that says followers or direct. So I can actually send this as a direct thing to anybody. So it's sort of like Twitter direct message, or if you remember, Daily Booth had like a direct photo thing too.
Right.
So I guess it shows like kind of my top people that I interact with the most. Suggested. This is definitely who I interact with.
So where is it pulling this list from?
These are these are people I follow.
Okay.
Right.
So you can send stuff to people you follow?
Yeah.
And who are also following you?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like once you have that two-way connection.
Yeah, that's what I understand. Yeah, because these people I definitely follow back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And anyway, so I don't know. To me, I thought this was an interesting thing. I'm going to send it to you. But you can also send it to multiple people. right? So I'll send it to like Amanda and my brother. And when it sends it, no thanks. When it sends it, this is what happens. So this is my friend John. Hey John.
Mm-hmm.
So he sent, this is not him, but he sent this to a whole bunch of people. But you can see like these are all the people that looked at it. Whoops.
Mm-hmm.
These are all the people that liked it. These are all the people that have seen it.
Who didn't like it with jerks.
And then these are the people that haven't seen it. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of interesting because it's sort of set up to where it looks, I think maybe in the time of Snapchat, it feels like it's just going out. Sort of like if you click a whole bunch of people, they don't know that they're all being sent that same photo, right? Mm-hmm. But instead it's more like a group text message where you see it, right?
Very important discernment.
And somebody already posted a thing.
I'm probably good with this.
Yeah, you're good. Somebody already posted a post of some guy that was like macking on a girl, and it was sent out to a bunch of people.
And I saw a girl who sent a picture to like a guy, and she's like, "Just for you, boo."
Oh, really?
And then it's like, and then he replies.
I wonder if that's staged.
It probably totally is, because then he replies like, "You realize I can see all the other guys you sent this to, right?"
Yeah.
So I mean, it shows you like everyone that saw it.
That's a popular thing right now for a lot of people to do, even if they don't admit it or not, to do on Snapchat. Because Snapchat is one. I think that might be one of their little secret sauce type things, because you can send the same thing to a whole bunch of people. So I could be like having a cupcake to like my whole list, and they would think it's just them, right? And then the other thing I thought was interesting, it felt weird that it wasn't a self-destructing message, and maybe that's because I'm using Snapchat, and there's a lot more of these Snapchat clones coming out.
Yeah.
There's one that just came out called Leo, that's actually a
Laporte's app. Sends you a picture of him every day.
Yeah. That would actually be more entertaining. No, it's basically like group Snapchat.
That would actually be pretty cool.
It's group Snapchat. So I was like, oh, it's weird that this just stays there, like the photo. But I don't know. I'm not really into the whole direct thing. Like, I think I haven't used it at all. Like, that's the first time I used it. I don't really feel a need to use it. I feel like the people I follow on Instagram, I don't know about you, but I'm not really like, I don't have a two-way connection with a lot of them unless they're my friend. So I'd feel weird if I was like, oh, you follow me, I follow you. We never talk, but let me send you a direct message now.
Oh, my muffin.
Yeah.
You want to see my muffin?
What do you think of it?
I think it's cool. I don't know how much I would use it.
It turns it more into communication than you probably use it, though, right?
Yeah. I like that when you send a message, it shows it to all those people, and then it shows you whether or not they liked it or whether or not they have seen it or not. I think that's really cool. And I mean, I can definitely see how it may not be totally useful to like you and I, but like if we went to like a party or something and we were taking pictures there, then it might be cool, especially because with Instagram, you know, when you take a picture and you post it, you don't want to do that too often because then you're spamming everyone's feed. Right. So it kind of makes Instagram a lot more useful.
If you want to send people photos.
If you want to send people photos, right? Like you can use it for a totally different purpose.
Yeah, I can see that being true.
Because it has to be square, obviously, though. That's kind of a bummer.
So.
Well, I mean,
what are you gonna do with it after? You're not gonna be able to see it on a desktop or anything like that, unless you took it.
I wonder if you can view it on a desktop afterwards.
Well, not now. Like, there's no inbox on your Instagram.com.
Okay, so they haven't added that yet. So right now it's just mobile.
Yeah, it just feels like, I don't know. Maybe I'm hating on it for no reason, because I think you have a good point. I just feel like it was a good app to begin with its photo capabilities, and since Facebook took it over, they've been adding things and adding things and adding things. So it's like, I wonder if we're going down a weird route where next they're gonna add chat features, and then they're gonna add whatever.
It's a weird problem.
And then they're gonna add self-destructing messages because that's hip, you know. It's like, because like that's what Facebook, they own it, so they're like,
Snapstagram.
Let's put video in there.
Right.
Let's put ads in there. Let's put not pre-roll, but like self-playing video in there. You know. So like all those things, I don't know. It's just I'm kind of wary of it because I do like using Instagram pretty much on a regular basis.
It's weird. I feel like this is a problem a lot of companies have where they create a good product, like Snapchat, perfect example, right? Really great product. People love it. People use it a lot. Yep. But at a certain point, once you start becoming more corporate, or more commercial and you're trying to make money, you have to keep improving it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the nature of the beast, right? You have to keep making it better or at least making it different.
Especially your investors are like, what are you guys doing
If you have
now?
investors especially.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you have a good product, and if you're not improving it, someone else will come eat your lunch.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to be constantly trying to make it better, but sometimes that ends up where you're just adding a bunch of crap and bloating it, and you make something that no one wants to use anymore because you've added a bunch of unrelated crap, and it just kind of waters down the user experience.
I mean, look at what do you call it? Facebook did that, and they're slowly trying to like fragment off.
They're kind of trying to spin stuff out, right? Yeah,
because
exactly.
whenever I use, I don't have the Messages app anymore since I got my new phone. But I'm always still getting messages and just using it within the Facebook app, and it's constantly going, hey, would you like to get the new Messenger? Hey, we just updated Messenger, get it, you know?
I thought that was kind of annoying too when they, so basically if you guys use the Facebook app, now when you're trying to do messages, it used to have messages within the app, and now it tries to send you to the Messages app.
Yeah.
So you can't do it within the Facebook app anymore. And I mean, that's just kind of annoying because sometimes when you want to see a message, like you don't want to leave the Facebook app to do that.
So you have messages on your phone,
Yep.
and it won't let you actually reply or do anything if you have messages on your phone? From
No.
Facebook app?
No, it kicks you over to the Messages app. That's Facebook Messenger
that's
app.
lame. Okay.
Yes.
When did they start doing that?
I think that was
Since the
within the
beginning?
last 2 or 3 months.
Oh.
So
That's too
my
bad.
text message plan is different now, so now I have unlimited text messages, so I really don't care anymore.
Right. Yeah, times have changed a lot since we used to be really frugal about our texts and stuff like that. Because that was the reason you're like, oh, I love Facebook messages because...
Yeah.
And if
I
you-
still do.
If you didn't have unlimited, you probably would still love it as much, right?
I still do love it, in that it kind of acts like a WhatsApp for me. In that it's cross-platform, yeah.
Right.
And everyone uses it. You know, everyone that uses Facebook pretty much uses Messenger. And then also I like the fact that it keeps a running log of your conversations, and I can continue it from my computer. So I mean, like our friend Aaron he's on Android, so we used to always use Messenger, and we still do pretty much. Even though I have unlimited text messages now, because now I can chat with them on Facebook and then hop over to my phone and do the conversation from there. And then there's always that log of like our conversation. Plus, I get to send stickers.
Oh yeah,
Which I like.
Cats and stuff.
Yeah, I use the cat right in the scooter a lot.
Yeah, I kind of like the. I mean, I use Facebook messages a lot with people like who maybe I'm not really that good of friends with, you know. So I like the granularity of, you know, if I'm really good friends with you, I'll probably be iMessaging you. If I'm not really there yet, but we kind of know each other, I'll probably Facebook message you. And
For
then,
those of you who are like, why won't Roberto iMessage me?
yeah, and if
You're
I
just
haven't
not there
accepted
yet.
your friend request, I probably won't, you know. But no, I'm just thinking like I use them all for different reasons. I use Snapchat for different reasons, and but like my actual friends, I would do instant message, and I actually just like. I don't know about you. Like sometimes you'll graduate somebody from Facebook message to your actual phone number, you know, because you're like, oh, we're like hanging out now, and so I'm gonna give you my actual
here you
phone.
go.
You
Yeah.
know? So
I'm really hesitant to do that. I don't know why.
well, yeah, but who are you talking about? Like I'm talking about people like I know in the city that I've met many times.
Yes, that's totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah, people in person.
Yeah.
It's weird. You meet someone in person and you don't even think anything of it.
Right. Yeah.
But if like you're just like meeting them online,
Oh no, I don't really do that.
sometimes people want to like
I
be your
guess I
Facebook
do.
friend right away. You're just like, yeah, you get to see so much about someone from their Facebook page.
Right.
I mean, you can look at pictures of my mom, and it's
I
like,
do.
and most of my friends do, especially you. Facebook sent me a notice that you're looking at them quite often. And
Well, I just
don't
got
know,
my
it's just-
Apex.
yeah, right. I'm looking at them on my Samsung Apex. By the way, if that was a real product,
Go Google that. Samsung.
go Google
Apex.
Samsung Apex and watch the video.
Okay, should we
Anywho,
move on?
Yeah, so you want to show me a PayPal ad, right?
Oh my god.
By the way, forgive my fro here. Don't adjust your picture. It's not your computer. There's nothing wrong with your
What
screen.
you see is not a test.
My fro is just this big. I need to get this thing trimmed down.
Okay, this is like a video within a video because this was a pre-roll ad. So I had my friend Romina video it for me because I was like I can't get it to replay and I can't find it. So this doesn't look weird to anyone, but it's kind of grainy to me. Okay, you ready? You ready?
PayPal?
Sure do.
Great. Thanks, that was quick and easy.
Oh my gosh. I hope that wasn't serious.
Did I just bulldoze you with just ridiculous?
It's always funny to me when a big major corporation who everyone hates tries to play off like this whimsy and try to be like Square. Like
Yeah.
if Square did that, it might actually be kind of cute, you know?
It was so hokey.
But
Thanks,
it was
that was
Square.
quick and easy.
Yeah, but if it was Square, you'd be like, oh, well, Square is kind of hokey, like they're playing that up.
Oh, I
Whereas
guess.
PayPal, it's like, I think of the company that makes people destroy violins in order to get a refund, which
Yeah.
happened, by the way.
Yeah.
And they're like full of lawyers and accountants and.
They're trying to definitely rebrand hard, but it's so corny. It's kind of like the way Microsoft stores seem corny as opposed to Apple stores, you know?
Yes. Oh man. Microsoft stores. It never ceases to amaze me that you walk by them and they're always empty.
I know.
And
But
it's like
it's-
they're trying to popularize something that really just isn't cool anymore. Like PCs
Right, sure.
are just not cool, and like you can make a store around them to be like, hey, we have the newest Asus tablet. People don't care about Asus tablets.
It's
you know?
just it's really Microsofty that they really own that they're copying full force.
You mean the cop in the Apple Store?
Yeah, it's
Do you
just
think
like
they own that?
no, but why with all the different kinds of stores anyone could have, you go for the exact same lanyard like
And
name
t-shirt
tag,
look.
the T-shirt,
Yeah.
everything down to the tables, down to the Guru bar instead of the
Do
Genius
they call
bar.
it the Guru Bar?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
So
I
like
didn't
all
know
these
that.
little stupid things are like, oh, right? But I wonder how many people that aren't techie even realize that they're just completely biting Apple, like down to every tiny thing. But that's been them for so long. I mean, Windows was a copy of the Mac OS, you know?
Yeah.
But it's just like, man, I wonder what's gonna happen because Ballmer's gone. They're looking for a new CEO. Do you think that
Yeah.
they're gonna? Do you think that this is a make it or break it time for them?
I don't know. It's they're in a weird place in their lives, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely need to change, and I think they're going through a lot of growing pains right now because I'm not sure exactly how they're going to differentiate themselves and be a different company. And I think everyone there knows they need to be a different company.
Sure.
And I don't know if they have a plan for that. I mean, maybe they do. I think Windows Phone has some hope. I mean, Xbox, you guys know, I think is an incredible product. I think that's kind of one of the highlights of the company, actually. But then there's Windows and and Office. I think Office is a really good product, too. It's just knowing your market. I mean, Office is something that people use because they need it. No one thinks Office is cool, just like no one thinks PayPal is cool. It's like,
Yeah.
no one thinks PayPal is cool. You don't need to build a PayPal store so we can come in and look at new PayPal products and talk to the PayPal
That ad
gurus.
is out of control. Hey,
It's
do you
real-
have PayPal?
Hey.
Sure do.
Oh, yeah, man. I hate it. Me too. I hate PayPal. Me too. That's the way the conversation would probably go. Do you hate PayPal? Oh, dude, I hate PayPal. Their fees are so outrageous. I know.
All right, bye.
All right, see ya. And then they would high five. Oh, man. I'm so glad that we both agree how much we hate PayPal.
But yeah, that's I don't know. If you see that, tweet me because that's just
Was
ridiculous.
it the PayPal? Was it the Here swiper? Is that what that was for?
Yeah, I think that's what it was
Oh,
for.
okay.
And I actually almost used that once at a con because they have like their Square competitor that took them like only 3 years to come out with after Square.
Yeah.
And,
what can we do besides a square?
it's
How
a
about a
triangle.
triangle? Everyone high fives in the room. Give
Um,
that guy a raise.
That thing, that software is so bad, dude. I didn't even want to try it because I was fearful of being at a convention with a lot of people and messing it up. Because it was like 5 steps to do like one thing on Square that Square would do. I was like, I'm not gonna go down that route.
Speaking of Square, you know they came out with a new Square recently, right?
No.
So Square came out.
Cube.
It's the Square Cube. You did hear about it. Yeah, it's a cube now. Moving on.
Maybe I did hear, but what I did.
So Apple used to have a guy who worked there, who I can't remember his name, but he helped create the Lightning connector, so on the new iPhone and stuff. And he actually ended up getting hired by Square, and he created a brand new Square reader that is like, I think like 60% as thin as the old version, so way, way, way sleeker. And it's supposed to have a much more satisfying click when you swipe it. I don't know.
Sounds like an Apple thing.
Sounds silly, right? But it sounds like an Apple thing. And then like all the circuits are like much smaller and more compact and everything. And so I was just reading an article.
Single-handedly did that.
He single-handedly solders each one. And they have a video with a shaved head guy talking about aluminium and all the other elements that went into it. And we, having used Square before, I'm a fan of the company, and I just thought it was really cool. They're innovating further on something that was really kind of fine. Like you didn't really need to make the Square reader any better.
Yeah.
But they did, and that's really cool. And you can buy them. I think now they're in stores for like $10 or something.
That's cool, and they give you a credit.
Do they when you buy a new Square?
I mean, they do that.
I know they do it on new accounts.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if they still do it on new purchases.
Yeah, actually, I don't know.
I don't know why they don't create a Square that doesn't swivel on the top of your phone.
That's what I was just gonna ask you, because that's the biggest annoying thing. And then since the phone jack became on the bottom, it's even more awkward because now you have to flip your phone over to get like a good.
I didn't think about that.
So like if it's like razor thin, you're like we're always like holding it against our chest to like do an actual swipe that's not ridiculous.
Yeah, I haven't used one since I switched phones. So now, you'd be swiping it that way.
I don't do that. I just flip my phone
and the app flips over too.
Yeah, because it used to be kind of made more sense because it was on top and you swipe it, But I don't know. There's like all these different accessories for it. Like you can get like a kiosk thing for it. Did you know that?
Yeah, my favorite Seattle pho place uses
like
those now.
Kiosk? Oh,
and it's like the one where you run your card and then she swivels it around and you sign and stuff.
Maybe
I
was
like,
seen
whoa.
That. What place is it?
It's Tan Brothers.
Oh, okay, never mind.
They switched to all their different restaurants use that now.
Interesting.
It's a little weird because it looks very futuristic, but this restaurant is such a hole in the wall, run down.
That just goes
You're
to
afraid
show.
a cockroach is going to jump on your sack when you use the restroom.
That goes
place.
to show like how far their marketing reached since they started, because it was like it was super like new grounds. Like people were like, oh, you're gonna.
People
take my
did
money?
not know what it was when we started using it.
Yep.
I remember when we started. I mean, you couldn't even get a Square reader, and now everybody uses it. Everybody knows what it is.
Yours came in like a mailer, written by hand.
My reader came in a bubble mailer, handwritten with stamps on it. That's how they were shipping those things when they first started the company, because they were having production problems and you just couldn't get them. And when they did, it was just them mailing them to you.
Yeah. It is a really interesting design though, because like I showed somebody once and they're like, oh, it's actually like creating a tone, and that tone goes through the audio jack, and that's how they identify like that it's actually a credit card number. I was like, oh, that's actually super clever then, because I didn't know how it worked.
I didn't know how it worked either.
But anyway.
And so the audio jack, the app interprets the code.
Right. The tone.
The tone.
Yeah.
Wow. And then it knows what the numbers are, and it knows the card is present too.
That's what my subtle understanding of it. Yes.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, let me restart my computer because it shut down. I thought you would think this was interesting.
Okay.
So I didn't even tell you about this before we started. So apparently there is going to be a new Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure movie made.
No.
Did you hear about this?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So Keanu Reeves, by the way, let me back up for a couple steps. I love Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. We should edit that sound in. A huge Bill and Ted fan. If you haven't seen it, please go watch it.
They were popular. They had a cartoon. They had a TV show.
They were like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles popular. I mean, for guys our age, mega popular. And Alex Winter kind of disappeared after that. I know he's doing.
That's Bill. No, Bill. Yeah.
That's
the blonde guy.
The blonde guys. Wait.
I always forget
Ted Theodore Logan.
Who's Ted and who's Bill? But I'm pretty sure the blonde guy is Bill.
I'm pretty sure that Alex Winter is Bill, yeah. So
Bill S. Preston
Esquire. Ted Theodore Logan. And we are. So let me read you this, because I want to hear what you think about this.
Okay.
So apparently, Keanu Reeves was in GQ recently, and they were talking to him about how a third film is actively in development.
Oh, and he doesn't know anything about. He's not signed on.
I think he might be. So he told GQ in an interview, one of the plot points is that these two people have been crushed by the responsibility of having to write the greatest song ever to change the world. So apparently he's involved in the actual script.
Okay.
And they haven't done it. So everyone is kind of like, where is the song? And the guys have stripped off into esoterica and lost their rock. And we go on this expedition, go into the future and find out if we wrote the song. And if one of the future us's refuses to tell, then the other future us blames us for lives we didn't write. We didn't write the song. Am I making sense here? I can't tell. So they're living this terrible life. In one version, we're in jail. In another version, we're at some kind of highway motel, and they hate us. So I guess the point is like they go into the future, and the future versions of themselves find out they didn't write the song, and like what their lives would be like if they didn't write the song.
I actually would want to see it, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know why, because I haven't watched these in a while, but now that I'm thinking back, I'm like, oh, I actually remember liking the first and the second one a lot. The
Bill and Ted's Bogus Adventure? Bogus Journey?
Yeah, because they have like robots of them.
The robot Bill and Ted's were pretty great. Okay, so it looks like Alex Winter, who was Bill S. Preston, apparently, the blonde guy. He was on the Nerdist podcast, and he said that the film was in the natural process of development.
Interesting.
Dude, the Nerdist podcast gets the best guests. They really do. Let me see if it says anything else here. There have been a couple of drafts of the Bill and Ted script. Bill and Ted 3 script. This is so great. But we're all very excited. So it sounds like both of them are on board. So of course, here's the question, right? George Carlin's dead.
Right.
Who was
Rufus.
Rufus. And he was such a great character.
Yeah. Be excellent to each other.
Who passed away in 2008. It doesn't say anything about who would do that. So you're excited about this, huh?
Out of most dumb, what do you call it? Like sequels? Yeah, probably. It's because it's already dumb enough. It's so wacky, you know? Did you know that they're doing a Dumb and Dumber with Jim Carrey?
A Dumb and Dumber, it's T-O-O, right?
Yeah,
oh, no,
yeah,
it's just T-O. Dumb and Dumber 2.
Yeah.
I did know that. Did you know that, Jim Carrey in that movie has his tooth chipped?
Right.
That's his actual tooth.
Yeah, it's his actual tooth.
And, he has a prosthetic that he wears over it.
Right, yeah. Well, I mean, it's probably, glued on for real. He probably had to go to a dentist to take it off.
Yeah, have it taken off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. But that one, when I saw the images, I was just like, I don't really care. But this one, I don't know. I think it's just because it's so dumb anyway that it might be funny. Plus, it might be funny to see Keanu Reeves do that role again because...
I wonder if he could still pull it off.
I just realized something. He's kind of like an Ashton Kutcher in the way that he kind of, let go of that persona of the Ted persona.
Except he actually was able to do it.
Okay, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, he went on to make movies where he played very serious roles, like
Neo?
Like Neo. Who, I don't mean serious as in, dramatic and, really important, but, I mean, Neo's a very serious character. He's not making jokes the whole time, and he pulled it off perfectly.
He wouldn't play Steve Jobs.
I think that Keanu Reeves is a better dramatic actor than Ashton Kutcher is. You know what I mean? At least to me, more believable. Mm-hmm. And so I think he could probably do Steve Jobs, and I'd believe it.
I'm just trying to think, what did he have that was after Bill and Ted? What was in the middle of Bill and Ted and freaking Matrix that was anything?
Oh, man. I'll tell you what. Point Break.
Yeah.
Point Break? You didn't like that?
No, I'm just saying, it didn't... he was like a surfer or something, right?
Oh, man. Point Break was such a great movie.
But he was still, kind of like that, right?
No. Point Break is, totally serious movie.
Him and... what's his name?
Patrick Swayze.
But weren't they supposed to be, surfers?
They were surfers, but he was an undercover cop, and he was trying to bust this gang of bank robbers.
Yeah, I remember.
By the way, if you haven't seen Point Break, I think it came out in 1992.
Yeah, I almost rewatched it.
Such a great movie. Actually. Is it all on Netflix? It might be on Netflix.
I think I saw it on YouTube, the whole thing.
Oh, is it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Even better. Such a great movie. Oh, I'm shooting my gun in the air. Do you remember that scene?
I don't know if that's a good departure from this.
I think it's a great departure because I think it goes to show that he can be very serious and be taken seriously. What did the comments say?
I think the full movie is actually on YouTube. Anyway. Alrighty.
You killed Ted, you medieval dickweed.
I don't remember.
That must be from Bogus Journey.
I don't remember the quotes very well.
I don't remember any of the quotes either. Probably for good reason. Be excellent to each other. I'm just seeing what the other comments. Yeah, people were upset there's not going to be any Rufus.
What are you going to do?
I know. You can put him in CGI, man.
Oh, God.
Get that guy who did Gollum to put the suit on and run around, and then just
the guy that did Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, that guy would do it. He would be good too.
He's not doing anything.
Yeah, he's definitely ready for work. And then just put some CGI Rufus on him.
Okay.
Everyone's basically just saying be excellent to each other in this commentary. That's all anyone's saying. Yeah, let's wrap it up.
All right.
Thanks for watching episode 100. Hope you like the change in scenery. If you guys are big fans, maybe mention that on iTunes in a review. As you know, we make absolutely zero money on this show. In fact, we have to buy cupcakes that only cost $1.50.
We spent money today.
We spent money.
We lost money.
This show cost us precisely with the birthday candles, which you should probably return.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna return those, this costs us $1.50 to do this, to bring you this highly entertaining show. So if you like it, please leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. And if you're not subscribed, I don't know if you're watching this. If you're not subscribed, I don't know why you wouldn't be. It's just user-friendly show on iTunes. Just search for it. You can subscribe to audio or video. And we're also on YouTube, user-friendly show, youtube.com/user-friendly show.
And same thing for Facebook.
And on Facebook as well.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to follow the adventures of Roberto, his bogus journey adventures.
I'm on Twitter at Roberto Hoyos, RobertoHoyos.
I should change my Twitter from @Airfon to Airfon's most bogus journey. Then someone would take Airfon.
You should Photoshop you in the telephone booth in the background.
I should do me next to Bill and Ted and Death, and I'm just like the fourth guy.
Yeah, that'd be good. Mention it now. Well, see, that's the big I was gonna say, you mentioned it on your show, and somebody would do a Photoshop.
Maybe
of it.
I could get someone to do
but
it. Yeah.
if you mention it on your show, you get crickets because no one would know what you're talking about.
No.
Because like Leander's too old to know and Buster's too young to know.
Yeah, and Alex would just be like, I don't care. No one watched that movie, dude.
Yeah. Well, what's your Twitter?
@Airfon, ERFON.
Sweet.
So thanks for sticking with us for 100 episodes. Hope you guys enjoyed this.
You have to do the other way if I do this.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah.
I don't remember. And until next time, for episode 101, you guys keep it friendly.